Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So what this video is going to be is I'm going to take you through my latest overhead press workout, and I'm also going to show you guys the rest of the workout where I do my bench and also my accessory exercises. I'm actually headed to Wendy's to get a coffee. I don't know if you watched my first Miami video, but in the airport we tried Wendy's coffee and it was surprisingly really good. So I don't know if it was just we were in a good mood because we were going away, it was really early in the morning, or maybe Wendy's has good coffee. So I'm gonna go right now to see if I can find a hidden gem at Wendy's. Just to give you guys though a quick update, I did say how I want to be a little bit more open and just share other aspects of my life other than just my fitness goals. So yesterday I did start my internship, and the same day that I started, I also got my grades for my last semester in law school. And I don't want to say too many. I don't want to give too much information about either of those two things. I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want to look like I'm bragging. But as far as the internship, it is going to be 3 days per week. It's not every day, so hopefully I can still enjoy my summer a bit. And as far as my grades, I did land in the top 10% of my class, which is very good. That's what I was going for. So hopefully I'm in a good position to obtain a job when I do get out of law school. So yeah, I did want to just give you guys a quick little life update, since I do want to be a little bit more open about other aspects of my life. In the commentary, I'm going to go over my current macros and just tell you guys what I eat on a daily basis to stay lean and get stronger at the same time. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the commentary portion of the video. So if you just watched my little intro clip, I did say that in this commentary I'm going to be talking about my current macros. So I will discuss that in just a bit, but before I do that, let me just set the stage so you know what this workout is and what you're going to be watching while I talk about this. So this is my 5s week on 5-3-1, which is now 3-5-1 for powerlifting. So in the 5s week, I do 3 sets of 5, and on that third set, the big difference on this version of the routine is I don't have to do an AMRAP set. So here at 145 on the old version, I'd be doing as many as possible, but on this one I only have to do 5 reps. However, after that I do pyramid back down, so I did 130 for 5 on my second set. After this AMRAP set, you'll see I go back to 130 and I do 5 again. And then what I really like, which I still do, I do what's called first set last, which I'll pyramid back to my very first set, which in this case I believe was 110 pounds, and I do as many as I can. So still doing an AMRAP set, but I'm doing an AMRAP set of my lightest weight rather than my top weight. Here you see I'm doing lat pull downs. I do like this machine because you could do each side individually, so I just make sure that I'm not really working any lat more than the other. I do these in between and superset with the overhead press. I only do 3 sets of the lat pull downs though, so I typically start doing them after my third set of overhead press. This way I finish both exercises at the same time. And I do this just to save time. That's the only reason I do it. After the overhead press, here you see I'm just doing that first set last, the AMRAP here. After the overhead press, I do go on to bench, and I am doing 5 sets of 5 at 80% of my training max. So this workout is 235 pounds for 5 sets of 5. I do superset that with dumbbell rows. Again, I only superset to save time. As it is, the workout takes about an hour and a half, and if I didn't superset, I'd probably take over 2 hours, maybe even close to 2.5 hours. So I just superset it because they don't affect each other. So anyway, I said I was going to discuss my macros, so that's what I'm going to do. As you see, I'm still relatively lean. I won my pro card in October 2015, and I was weighing 166.6 pounds. I'm 5'9", by the way. In this video, I'm about 168, 169 pounds, so only about a 2-pound increase from when I won my pro card. So when I won the pro card, what my macros were, it was in the middle of a reverse diet. So during my cut, they were much lower than this, but as I start reverse dieting, at the peak of that reverse diet, my macros were 380 carbs, 200 protein, and 75 grams of fat. I was on those macros from, I believe, around September 2015 all the way up to like March 2016, and I wasn't gaining any weight. However, around the beginning of March, for some reason I noticed that my weight started to creep up. It was at 166.6. One day it was 167. A couple days later, 168, 169, 170. I went up to 171, and it was only in like a couple of weeks. So I gained like 3-4 pounds in just a couple of weeks, and I didn't think I got any fatter. What it seemed to be was that the carbs were kind of causing me to spill over, and I seemed a bit watery. So I started to experiment with different macros to lower my carbs to try to keep my calories overall the same. And what I did was, first I just lowered my carbs on training days. I did have the same amount of calories and same macros on training days, so 7 days a week, same macros. A lot of people ask if you should change your macros on training days and off days, eat less on off days. My answer is, it's up to you. It's not really going to make a difference. If you're bulking, you really just need to be in a calorie surplus for the week. If you're cutting, you need to make sure you're in a deficit for the week. So it's really up to you what you want to do, but I'll tell you right now what I do. So I lowered my carbs on training days from 380 to 335. I kept protein the same at 200, and I shifted some fat. I went from 75 to 90. At the same time, on my off days, I made a bigger change. I lowered my carbs from the 380 all the way down to 200. I bumped my fat from the 75 all the way to 115. And I also bumped my protein up from 200 to 225. So by doing that, I was taking in a lot less carbs throughout the week, and I noticed the bloat started to go down a little bit. My body weight came back down, and where I was at the most, I believe like 171. Right now, as I said in the beginning, I am back to around 168, 169. So like I thought, it wasn't really fat that I added. It was mostly extra water from holding the carbs, because I think what happened is, after an extended period of time, my body started to lose the sensitivity to the carbs, and rather than just sucking everything up and burning through it, I was starting to actually store them and not burn through them as fast, and it was causing me to just hold more water, look a little bloated, and my current macros allowed me to fix that. So that's my current macros. Just to sum up: off days, 225 protein, 200 carbs, 115 fat. Training days, 335 carbs, 200 protein, 75 fat. The video is coming to an end. I hope I answered those macro questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Just to give you guys a little update, Wendy's coffee sucks.